One. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is your boy Street Samurai sitting down with our most recent team acquisition. Alpha Neil's here with us today. He's somebody we know in real life. He goes to our LGS. We've played with him. He's a great guy, and we're super happy to have him on the team. Neil, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Dude, it's awesome. I'm doing great. We got a busy weekend ahead of us, but we definitely wanted to make this time to sit down with you so you can introduce yourself. And we're gonna just go with the tried and true here, and tell us a little bit about you, how you got into UA, and what made you want to join the team.
Yeah, appreciate it. Mainly, let's see. I'd been looking for my main game had always been Pokemon for the most part. That's the one my friends were into. That's the one kind of that was played around my area. And then my friends got me into anime. And a big thing about anime was I like to be immersed in what I'm watching. And so I'll play like mobile games, I'll follow whatever gacha game I can find of it. But cards were like main thing that I was looking for. And I was at Comic Con and I see a poster for Black Clover, the only poster for Black Clover entirety of Comic Con for the day. And I'm like, okay, I have to go check out the stall. And over there, it's like, oh, there's this card game called Union Arena, and it had like Black Clover as the poster image of it because it was the newest deck coming out at the time. So I was like, okay, I have to low-key give it a try, like I have to experiment. It's the only one that I've ever seen Black Clover ever getting attention, right? So I picked up the demo deck that they had over there, played a few rounds, found it really interesting, and proceeded to buy more than like 5-6 boxes of Black Clover as soon as I could get my hands on them, and then just kept ripping from there. I had the deck for quite a while, never really knew what to play with it. Just it was basically sitting for the most part. Then, funny enough, when I came to Lehigh and came to JNC for the locals, they showed that they had solo leveling up there. And solo leveling was the other anime I was really, really into. So when I saw that there was a deck for it, I was like, okay, now I kind of have to learn how to play it. Like now it's like 2 in a row. It's kind of calling to me now. I can't just ignore it anymore. It just can't be sitting. And over there, I went to the pre-registration. Joel helped me get into the actual competitive scene of it afterwards and introduced me to all of you guys, which was absolutely amazing. And then Shadow Army was the first deck I actually started playing competitively. As for why I joined the team, I'd always really wanted to be playing the game with other people, building the community, and this was the perfect opportunity. I know you guys already from in person. You guys were the ones who got me into it, so might as well see us grow.
That's great, man. And like I said, we're super happy to have you. It's really nice to have somebody else that we know in real life who, at least during the school semester there at the college, you'll be around and we can kind of like represent together.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's great to just have we have a really good group of guys to build this team from the foundation up, and it's very excited to do that. And like I said, we're real happy to have you on the team.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, well, so let's go ahead and we're gonna take a look at your favorite deck, at least the one that you gave us, right?
Yeah.
And we'll chit chat about that for a second because it's an interesting pick. It's not something we see super duper often. We're talking about Red Black Clover. I played it a couple of times. During the era of Red Kenshin, I actually gotten beaten by this a couple of times. It was one of the few decks that while I was playing Red Kenshin, I really struggled to play against.
Right.
I know that's not the case for everybody. That was just like a me personally thing. But it's interesting that it still has like a dedicated following, even with the meta being where it is this day, and it still can hold up as like an underdog rogue type deck. So let's talk about it, man. What do you like about this deck? What's your favorite card? What's your experience with it? Just give us the breakdown.
Yeah. So the main thing that I like about this deck and you as a whole is that whenever they launch a new deck, they always try to replicate whatever happens in the anime as a deck mechanic. So the biggest one for this one was the 4-cost Raid Asta that has basically anti-magic and just nullifies all of your opponent's effects. So in today's day, a lot more effects are like ETB based, so it doesn't matter as much. But kind of like what you said with the Red Kenshin, having a Ven attacking effect, with even Milvoo today, which has a lot of effects that activate later into the stage and are not just ETBs, it can really, really hinder the deck because essentially it's just preventing you from playing your strategy. You can't bring something back from the dead. You can't uh, push something back to my energy line, you know? Like, I just prevent you from playing your deck in its entirety, whereas I'm still swinging with full power ahead. So that was kind of the main thing where I was like, I see a lot of potential in a deck that basically his whole idea and identity is to nullify the other opponent's strategy, which is why I really liked it a lot, which is why this was my favorite card of all time. But kind of the main idea was having supporting around it. So the main thing that the deck ends up struggling with is bricking a lot because you're looking to launch the 5 cost with the entry on special and then having basically a 6 special deck in this case. Some people run the 8 special version, but having some kind of draw engine. So that's why I had the Mimosa, Noel base, so that you could end up drawing cards, knocked, to try getting multiple of the impacts in with the card underneath, kind of like replaying that over and over. And then Noel kind of being like a game finisher towards the end because it comes in with impact if you uh, just played an event card, which this deck plays a decent amount of. The 2-step Noel being a 2 cost, but can also attack and retreat, being a 4K if you need it to be. The Anniversary Asta also being a huge buff because the deck needs a 2 cost a lot. But yeah, so overall, it definitely felt very nice to play. Kind of wish it was still able to hold its ground for the most part. Hopefully, with Volume 2, fingers crossed, when Season 5 of Black Clover comes out, I'm hoping they're able to give it the buff that it needs and keep the power creep going. But fingers crossed right now.
Yeah, yeah. For sure. It's such an interesting build that you have here because we're looking at 11 raids, which isn't something that we see very often, and you have 4 separate 0 costs broken up over it looks like you're running 12, which is, standard. But you have it broken up across 4 different cards, which is very interesting. Um I'm guessing the luck is in there because of the active trigger.
Yep,
Okay.
totally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Main
That's
reason
very cool, man.
was trying to balance out because I saw the um, Mimosa and Noel build online with Asta,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of didn't like the fact that it wasn't playing any of the Asta raids, the 5 cost or the knocked, which I felt was very important for the deck to keep the draw and the impact going and recurring. And so I try to mix the two concepts together, and then this was the highest placing one I could kind of get inspiration off of, where the guy has a lot of different raid targets, but as long as you can draw into what you need, uh, it can inspire a lot of control. It is a
Yeah.
very much a high roll deck, but as long as you're feeling lucky that day.
Yeah, and the stats on it look real nice too. Um, where are we at trigger wise with it? Oh, I love seeing lots of ads. 40 triggers. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty average. That's very cool, man. We'll definitely have to start seeing you use it a little bit online. We do a lot of testing and stuff as a team. So
Oh yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
yeah, man. Well, hey, thanks for sitting down and doing this interview with me today. It's great that we're able to introduce all of you guys, through the content and let people know, and they can start seeing us across the different servers and maybe even LGSs and maybe even future regionals when we all start showing up.
Yeah, for sure. Very much looking forward to it. Thank you again
Cool.
for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. And to all you watching out there, if you like this video, you like this type of content, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll catch you in the next one.